It is Monday, time to chat with our friends from the Home Pro Show. Let's get straight over to the host of the show, Clint August. Good morning, Clint.
Morning, Heather, and ta-da! I'll explain.
Okay.
I promise. Just remember ta-da. Okay, so we have Robin from Ferguson Bath Kitchen and Lighting, two wonderful locations here in San Diego. She's here to help us explain ta-da. And Greg Cantor with Murray Lampert Design, Build, Remodel, 30 plus years in the business, the resident pro. Why did you decide actually to have Ferguson on this morning?
Well, for any home improvements, lighting is a critical element. It's unique and it serves many different purposes, especially in kitchens and bathrooms. I know people tend to go online and try to buy lighting and shop online, but I strongly recommend going to Ferguson store and talking to people there who know what they're doing, know the purpose of lighting and all the different options. They stay up on the times, and so it's really great to have Ferguson here. So tell us about LED lighting.
Okay, well, I brought here a sample of LED lighting today. This is LED, this is incandescent. As you can see, the LED is a straight line of light, so you have nice even light here. When we go with an incandescent light, we have hot spots. And talking about the hot spots, the incandescent lighting is very hot to touch. I would not be able to touch this. It's been on for about 5 minutes. This one I can put my hand right on. The other nice feature about this is 12 watts. This is 120 watts.
So you'll save some energy there.
Save a lot of energy there. The other good thing is these light bulbs will go out about every 2 to 3 months. This light bulb should last, or light engine should last about 25 years.
And I might add that when people do solar, part of doing solar with an energy audit is switching out lighting to LED because it saves so much energy.
Well, and and that's part of a lifestyle thing too, which is why we want to talk about ta-da as well, right? So can you take us through ta-da? Let's start with the T.
Okay, well, ta-da is a lighting design in 4 simple steps. So T is task lighting. So we go into a room. There's nothing worse than going into a room and not being able to do what you want it to do. So we look at the task lighting first. So we do the task lighting first.
So the task lighting would be like under counter lights?
Under counter lights, reading lights, home, if you're going to do homework, if you're going to do sewing, those kind of things.
Down lights if you have a reading area like in your living room with your chairs, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And now accent. Let's talk about accent.
Accent lighting is if there's something in the room you want to accent. You have some great artwork or a sculpture, or maybe you have, family portraits you want to accent.
Clint and I were debating about well, we have a question coming on later, so we'll deal with that later.
Okay. Right, we do have a question about that actually, and it pertains to ta-da and decorative. Okay, so now we're looking at decorative, how you want things to look, right?
Yes. Decorative is the light people are going to remember. That's the wow factor of your room. That's going to tie your design together. So decorative lighting can also be accent lighting, or, it can be accent lighting, or it could be ambient lighting also.
Now, it's funny because when you step into any room, let's say a restaurant, a home, wherever you are, it's also all about ambiance, so ambient, right?
We have ambient lighting, and I do ambient lighting last because once I have all the layers in place, then I take a look back and see where I need the ambient lighting. And I use that a lot for walkways, just nice soft light where people aren't going to trip. Or I use it in a dark corner of a room where I want that room to look a little larger.
So when you say not tripping, you mean like putting a strip of lighting on steps?
Well, it depends. That right there would be task lighting, I think, is to put a strip of lighting on steps. And that's if we have a really dark area. But I'm talking residential. Sometimes you just have a step down into a family room or a living room. We would do some kind of ambient lighting.
All right, so ta-da, we have to remember that. And we've got a question actually from social media. I have artwork that I love, but we have it in a room we read a lot in. What do I start with in terms of lighting, the form or the function?
Okay. I follow ta-da. I start with the T, which is the task lighting, because we want to make sure that you're using that room for what it's intended.
So that'd be the reading.
That would be the reading. Then I go with the accent lighting, which would be the artwork. But I would do them both at the same time, and I would also make sure we try not to make one light do both functions.
All right, so there you have it. Thank you for the question as well, and also Robin from Ferguson Bath Kitchen and Lighting. You got 2 great locations, and they'll do a walkthrough in your home. Can you briefly explain that?
We have an ALA certified, that's American Lighting Association certified lighting specialist that will come out to your house. He'll walk through the house. He'll give you ideas on how to do the lighting. He'll come up with things that you haven't even thought of, and he will follow ta-da. So you'll have a good layered lighting look in your home.
All right. Thank you, Robin.
Thank you for coming on.
Greg Cantor, Murray Lampert Design, Build, Remodel, our resident pro. Heather, so now you know what I'm talking about when I say ta-da.
Now I got it. Okay, not just pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Got it. All right, thanks, Clint. If you want to get in touch with the folks at the Home Pro Show, go to this website, approvedhomepros.com. You'll find so much information. You can ask some of your questions there as well. Clint, thank you.
Thank you.
Coming up next, decorations that come alive. Some of the most beautiful bouquets you've ever seen. We're highlighting one of the best florists in San Diego as part of Wedding Week right here on San Diego Living. And then finding Mr. Right, reality show star Erin Bellamar has plenty of dating experience, and now she is ready to tie the knot. Her advice for any woman who's searching for love.